Hope you're all well. Just wanted to jump on here and do another stream and see if anybody was if anyone was around and wanted to chat. I'm still working on the Space Marines at the moment. I'm kind of in the middle of filming these for another video, but I thought I would sort of try and break it up a little bit by doing a live one as well, just because, just because I've got the opportunity to do it anyway. So, yeah. So I'm still cracking my way through these guys. So the 3 aggressors at the moment. So done the majority of these 2. This one's finished. This one's nearly done. I'm kind of working on the armor still. So yeah, I thought I'd just come on here and see if anyone was around. And I've been on holiday as well last week, so I sort of got back on Friday and then had a super busy weekend, and now I'm sort of back to work for the back at work today for the first time in I don't know, about 10 days, something like that. Yeah, so sort of back to reality really at this point. Let's just make sure this is all in focus and you can see that okay. Yeah, apologies about this. I sliced my finger up earlier and this is the only plaster we had. So yeah, apologies about the minions. Yeah, the joy of having children in the house. And yeah, I'm just kind of slowly but surely working through these Marines at the moment. Which if you've been on here before while I've been painting them, you'll know they're quite a... It takes quite a long time to kind of work my way through them, so... AO Flocker. Hello, hello. Hello. How are you? I hope you're well and having a nice evening. Yeah, there's potentially as well that I might kind of be making this... Oh! Hello, man. Of course it is you. Yeah, sorry. I knew I recognised that name. I knew I recognised that name, and then yeah. How are you anyway? You well? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a good Monday. Wife's catching on sleep in the hobby room, so watching you paint instead. Okay, feel free, go for it. Yeah. This potentially will be the first of like a regular thing of on a Tuesday. My wife sort of may be having like going and having like starting up at a choir. She used to go to a choir. She used to be part of a choir, and she kind of wants to get back into it. So she may be doing that from Tuesdays now. So I may, as long as it all works out, this might be kind of like a regular thing, like a, you know, this time every Tuesday sort of thing. So we'll see. Which I'd like to do. I like doing these. Did you get Oasis tickets? No, I didn't. I spent 7 hours on Saturday. 7 hours on Ticketmaster. And didn't get any. In fact, the only ticket I managed to get on Saturday was a parking ticket, and that's not a joke. So yeah, that was annoying. But I have seen them, like, I hate to think how many times I saw them the first time round. It's about 15 or 16 times, I think. I saw them at the Albert Hall a few times. I saw them at Shepherd's Bush Empire. Really small little gig. Yeah, so bit annoying that I wasn't able to get tickets this time around. But I'm hoping that they'll get they'll do another run. They'll do another load of gigs, and I'll get some tickets then, when the hype has all died down a bit. But yeah, we had to go out for lunch for my my mother-in-law's 70th birthday with all my wife's family and everything. And we're all sat in a restaurant, and I'm being antisocial, sitting there sort of chatting and trying to kind of be, well, trying to be sociable whilst also sitting there looking at my phone, trying to buy some tickets. But there you go. You can't win everything. Next time. Yeah. So, as before, just kind of slowly working around these guys. And I've done all right. I kind of, I started putting a tutorial together for these, which is what I'm working on at the moment. I've been doing a bit of filming today and yesterday and stuff, so it's kind of coming together. But it started out just being, I was just going to paint one or two anyway, and then film that. But it kind of escalated from there because I got a bit of a bee in my bonnet about getting a load of them done, and I've got a big stack of them all sort of painted now. Well, not finished anyway, but kind of in. They're further along than they were, which is something. I've managed to finish 4 of them, which doesn't sound like much, but that's more than I've finished in a long time. So it's been a good incentive to kind of get some work on them done. I feel if Daft Punk toured again and I couldn't get a ticket, I'd be gutted. Yeah, you're a fan of them. I've never seen them. I used to go to gigs all the time. That's what I did. That was my thing. I used to do that. That was all I did. Religiously bought The Enemy every Wednesday. I think I didn't miss that for about 10 years. Every Wednesday. And yeah, I used to go to see a lot of, just go and see bands and stuff, and but I don't really do it anymore. Festivals every summer. I don't know. Something I'd like to do again, maybe. My son is he's 5, but he is really into his music already, so I think it'll be something that I kind of end up doing with him a bit more as he gets older. That's what I did with my dad anyway. By the time I was sort of 15, 16, I was really into my music, and he always had been, so it was what we used to do. We used to go and see stuff. Yeah, that would be fun. Like just to go and take your kids to that sort of stuff. I haven't done it yet, but I'd like to take them to a little festival or something. It'd be quite fun. So yeah, not been around much on here for a bit, as I said, because I've been away for that week. So a nice holiday, a nice break, and yeah, back at it now. And also, I wanted to kind of get this video or work on these guys and get a video done, but then I was sort of quite involved on a commission that I was working on, which was those tanks that I was doing last time, if anyone was watching that. Or if you've sort of seen stuff on Instagram as well. So they went off back home to their owner, and he was very happy with them, which was great. and I believe there'll be some more coming at some point. But I wanted to have a bit of a break and sort of concentrate on some of my own stuff. I'm already playing. Also, are you putting your edge highlight paint on your wet palette ahead of Siege Paint records? You get better control of it without a wet palette to avoid. Yeah. I mean, I always use a wet palette for everything, really. I mean, I personally just think I just find it easier. I used to do everything without a wet palette, and then I got it, and I've kind of just been converted to it. I like the way it works. It just kind of, I've got so used to it now that you know, keeping the paint consistency in the right place and everything, so it doesn't so it's not overly thin, you know, which is you know, something that can happen if you are using a wet palette. You kind of end up, you can thin it too much as a result. And but yeah, I use it for everything. I even put metallics on it and stuff as well. But yeah, I do everything with this. I see you have 5 minutes away from the wife and kids, a positive way, of course. Yeah, well, no, they're all upstairs asleep. My wife, basically what was going to happen was she was meant to be starting at a choir today. And so she was going to be out. So I stuck up a thing saying I was doing this, and then she decided she wasn't going. So she's hanging out upstairs, and the kids are all asleep. So everyone's sort of just having their own time for an hour or so. But as I was already saying, yeah, the plan is that she'll potentially be doing that every Tuesday. In which case, this is going to be like my time to do a stream every sort of as a weekly thing, like a regular thing. So yeah, so keep an eye out for that. Hopefully that'll be a thing anyway, because I like doing these, and it's sort of, I think it helps the channel to grow a bit. Of every time I've done one, I've sort of got lots of more subscribers, and people have been really nice and sort of sending nice comments and things. So yeah, sort of it's win-win really. So yeah, I've kind of feel a bit bad because I kind of kicked her out of her living room. She's upstairs now, so, but I'm sure she's managing. Yeah, this is my custom chapter stuff. Yeah, so a live stream just for a handful of viewers. How do you mean? Well, I mean, anyone's welcome on here, you know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, as I said, it's just kind of, I just like doing it. It's nice. Yeah, and it helps me. It sort of helps me to actually sort of sit down and concentrate on this, you know. Because if I'm filming, then I'm actually working on this, you know. I'm not sort of getting distracted. I'm not off doing other things. So yeah, it's good. It pushes me to kind of keep at it. Maybe actually finish these guys. Tuesdays are fine with me, so it's for Wednesday early starts. Oh, that's good to hear, man. Yeah. Well, glad. Thanks for, hopefully glad to hear the tutorials were useful. As I've been, I've been a bit. I've just been so busy recently. I've been a bit slack of actually getting the proper long form videos up. I was kind of I had a bit of a. I was doing all right with that. I was kind of like trying to get one out a week. And then it all sort of fell apart a bit because I've always got something going on, and yeah. So again, another reason to kind of do a live stream every now and then, because this is, it's something I can just jump on and do. Don't have to do too much. A bit more immediate. But yeah, this video is this for these guys is kind of happening. I am working on it. Whether or not anybody watches it or not is a different matter, but I am working on it. Yeah, I guess it takes away your ability to stare. Yeah, well, this is it. It's kind of, it is. It's a. I enjoy painting, obviously. I mean, this is something I do anyway. But there is definitely something to be said about, sitting and filming and talking to people and kind of whatever. It definitely keeps your mind focused on what you're doing. I mean, this is kind of what I do most of my free time, in the evening and stuff after the kids have gone to bed and stuff. This tends to be what I do. So yeah, how long's that taken now? 20 minutes and highlighted 2 legs. Or one step of the highlight anyway. And well, I haven't even finished both of them. But it's nice, it's good. They're coming together. It's nice actually. So they're sort of off screen at the minute, but yeah, they've actually got 4 Marines finished, which is more than I've done in the last few years. So it's actually been. I know it doesn't look. 4 guys is not a lot, but they are done. They are finished. They need chapter symbols and stuff stuck on them, but these guys are actually finished, and that's. I'm pleased with that. They take too long. So it's good. It's an achievement. No chance to catch up with any of the work on these guys. I'll be catching the video when it arrives. The end of Edge highlighting or the Heat Death of the Universe. Heat Death of the Universe probably at this rate. Yeah, that comes first before I finish. Well, I'll never finish this army. It's never going to happen. It's just never going to happen. It's too much. I mean, I just don't think it'll ever happen. They take too long, and I don't have. And I've got too many other things going on, too many other little projects and stuff. So I don't think they'll ever be finished. But I'm gonna keep plugging away at them. I think that's, again, it's partly that thing about giving them away to somebody. Yeah, which is still going to happen at some point. If anything that's left over by the end of this sort of, I think it's March. It goes to somebody, a channel member, so I can just clear everything down and start again. I think I'd feel better about it. about not having them, you know, hanging over me. But no, I'm not complaining. I'll be happy when they're done. Or when I've got as many done as possible. And yeah, and then it'll be on to all the other things I need to deal with. I've got a monolith that needs painting. That's sitting there. I mean, I bought that a year ago. I did a video showing me sort of putting it together and converting it and everything 6 months ago, maybe something like that. It's sat there, all primed, ready to go. That's I don't know, that might be the next sort of big thing I deal with. Again, I'm too scared to do it. Too scared to paint it. Someone's going to inherit quite. Yeah, they will. But oh yeah, the one with the the monolith with the tree. The tree. There's a tree growing out of it, which is sort of doubles the height of the monolith. And it's sat in pieces in my little studio, and yeah, I've got an idea in my head of what it's going to look like, but yeah, I'm a bit too. I've done it now. I mean, it's got the trees there. I just can't. I don't know. I haven't got around to actually painting the thing. I'm too scared to do it. I keep thinking I'm going to mess it up. But yeah, I think that might be the next thing after this video is done. Let's work on that. And then I've got the rest of my gene stealer cults to do, and they have to be finished by, well, kind of just around about Christmas time, or just after Christmas they have to be done, because I've got an event that I'm going to up at Element Games up in Stockport in January, I think it is. Yeah, it's in January, and I want to take them because I've done it a couple of times before and I've taken my neck runs, and I want to take the gene stealers this time, so I need to get that lot finished as well. So yeah, it's a lot to do. Also, finished is better than perfect. Yep, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. I was very much on that train when I did a video a while back painting up some gene stealers, and was kind of pushing that idea. Finished is better than perfect. And it's true. You can sit there wasting time trying to make something absolutely perfect and you never get there. But it's better just to have it done, and yeah, I do believe that, but I'm not very good at sticking to it. But yeah, that monolith, that's going to be. I'm looking forward to it. I want to see it done. I want to see it finished, because I can see it in my head, and I've seen it. I've known what I wanted to do with that for like 4 years. I had it in my head that was going to be the thing that I was going to do, and it was going to be like the big centerpiece. And I just, yeah, I think that's the problem. I've thought about it too much. Yeah, I'll get on with that. I will do it. I will get on with it. I will do it. And then what else is there? Got my city board to do, and I mean, I just, yeah, I don't know. This is the problem. It's too much. I'll be an old man by the time I finish all this stuff. Anyway, not complaining. And now the statement is on the internet. Yeah. Through on Night Lords. Night Lords, I don't know. What was that? Is that thoughts on Night Lords, or I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the question is. Sorry. What do you think about? There you go. What do you think about Night Lords? Yeah, nice. I mean, it's a nice color scheme, definitely. Yeah, I don't know much about their sort of background and stuff. I've not really done any reading or anything. Not read any of those books. But yeah, it's a nice color scheme. I mean, if you can get that the lightning bolt thing, if you can get that down and get that looking nice, then yeah, definitely a nice scheme. And those new ones, that Kill Team thing they released, or or not released yet, have they? I don't think you can actually buy it yet. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, it's nice color scheme, definitely. Yeah, a lot of extra work though, I think. On top of a Chaos Marine model, which is already covering all the trim and all that sort of stuff, and then painting all the lightning bolts on. Yeah. But as I said, yeah, nice. Looks good when it's done, definitely. Did you see the Night Lord 30k Marine? I did. Did I? I can't. I may have done. I can't remember. Was that quite recently? Or was that an older one? Was that a one-off, or have you done an army of them? Well, I'm sub because you're nice. Oh, thank you very much, man. Yeah, very nice. Happy to have you aboard. Yeah, I do try to kind of respond to everything that people say if I can. I might miss the odd comment here and there, but I do try. Although, if you put a comment on any of my videos, I've replied to every single comment on every video that I've done, so you will get a response. But sometimes in these live ones, I don't see everything. I did one from a brother who then decided it's 30k going to be Raven. Oh, that's annoying. I'll have to look at that. I assume that's on your Instagram. I'm sure, maybe I have seen that. It must be on your... I'll have a look at your Instagram when I'm done here. I'll have a look. Don't know how well that's showing up. And Bear with me 2 seconds. Sorry about that. Right, back. So yeah, doesn't look like there's going to get a huge amount done in this, but I mean, I don't know. Can you see the difference on that between the top and the bottom? That first lot, I don't know. But then, see, once it all, that's sort of more where it's going. Again, when I look at this screen right now, when I'm doing this live, it's really sort of blurry and like, I don't know, it's almost like the picture shimmers. It's really difficult to work out what you're actually seeing, whether you're seeing, is that coming through nice and smooth, or does it look like how I'm seeing it? I don't know. Because I just do this with my phone. No fancy camera. Maybe one day, but I do have a nice camera up in the loft, which I never use. Should do. I used to use that a lot, but not anymore. Too reliant on the convenience of my phone, I think. Rotate the phone. Yeah, I know. I should do that. The problem is when you're doing. I haven't worked out how to do this because I've done it before, where I've just been using my phone to do a stream like this. If it's on horizontal, I can't see any of the comments, so I can't see when people are talking. So I don't quite know how I go about getting that up there. The only thing I did think of is doing that and then I could have my laptop on running at the same time, I guess, next to me. And because I don't want to start messing around with webcams and stuff. Well, not at the moment anyway, but yeah, I know. Doing it horizontal would be better, be better picture and stuff. It's more convenient this way at the minute. But yeah, that's something I probably should work out exactly how to do that. Because I want to be able to see what people are saying, that's the thing. There doesn't seem to be any way of doing that on the phone at the same time. As far as I can tell anyway. I haven't worked out if there is a way of doing it. Which seems stupid. You'd think there would be a way of doing it. That's all the grown-ups should do. Yeah, if an iPad, yeah. Chat if you want. Oh well, yeah, maybe, man. That might be quite useful. I've got a I do have, I've got a MacBook and it's quite an old one though, but it does the job. I mean, I don't really use it for anything really these days, apart from just going, maybe the odd going online. I use my phone for everything. I mean, yeah, if I was doing this more, if it kind of developed a bit more, then maybe, yeah, I might sort of invest some money in some better stuff, but yeah, it sort of works for me at the minute. What chapter is that? These are my custom ones. They're called the Spectral Wolves. This is my custom chapter that I've been sort of working on for some time. Next time I write down yours, I'll pop it in the... Oh, well, okay, man. I mean, that would be... Yeah, if you don't, if you happen to be around that way and you don't mind, then yeah, that would be really good of you. Yeah, why not? I'd be happy to give that a go. Yeah, thank you very much. It's very much appreciated. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that next time. I'll try and get it on the. I'll do a next stream. I'll do it horizontally instead. I said I'm not kind of, I do this sort of stuff for a living. I work as an engineer, and so I'm not sort of like illiterate to this sort of stuff. It's just that I flicked around for ages and I genuinely could not work out if there's a way of having the phone on horizontal and then being able to read the comments at the same time. It just doesn't seem to exist. I don't know why. Just wasn't there. Or maybe you can do it on an Android but not an iPhone. I don't know. But if there is a way of doing it, I couldn't find it. Which seems stupid, really. Yeah. Well, I mean, I've known you a lot longer than this has been going on. I think I had about 500 followers or something, or 500 on Instagram when the first time you contacted me. Something like that. Anyway, feels like a long time ago. No, it's usually a hides chat in the horizontal mode. They assume you want to see the full picture, but that's ridiculous. You should be able to have it sort of, sort of over the top of the picture in the corner. I mean, I get it. Yeah, I assume. Yeah, it wants you want to see the whole thing. But I mean, if you're trying to talk and you want to see what people are saying, it's a bit sort of. I don't know. It seems a bit stupid, really. Like, that's the whole point, isn't it? Of doing a stream, not being able to kind of communicate with people. If you can't read it, I don't know, it sort of defeats the object, doesn't it? I don't know. 565 was it on Instagram? Yeah, I know. That's weird. Yeah, I mean, what are the chances of that? And then you sort of it turns out they come from the same place. Yeah. Very strange. Small world. I kind of fell out of love with Instagram, actually, the last year or so. It doesn't... I like sticking stuff up there and everything, sort of sticking pictures up, but it's just, I don't know, something to do with the algorithm and now these days. Nothing... nobody seems to see anything that I put up. I don't know. Nice local friend shop if you like them. Instagram, yeah. Friends of mine getting accounts banned for... Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I went through a weird thing, like earlier this year, where everything I stuck up there was suddenly just, I don't know, like I was getting thousands of likes and stuff and views and whatever, and it all went a bit weird and crazy, and then it just stopped. And now, yeah, not that's all not that's all it's about, but it's just, I don't know, it sort of seems, I don't get it. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong with it, you know? Why it doesn't seem to show anybody anything. Which again, you know, sort of defeats the object of the whole thing, isn't it? The whole point of that platform is to show people the stuff that you're putting up. Otherwise, what is the point? I mean, I kind of also use it as a way of sort of documenting stuff that I'm working on as my own sort of little archive, you know? It's like a nice way of kind of being able to go back and look at what you've done on something else, or what you've improved on, or whatever, or if I forget something, I can kind of go back and I've already got the pictures up there, you know? So I do use it for that, but yeah, I sort of would have thought that the whole purpose of it is to kind of share stuff so you can see things. So if no one's seeing it, why does it do that? Why does it not share things? I don't know. Probably one keyword in the description that happened to reach a bunch of folks at the time. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. It just kind of like, I had about a good few months where literally everything I put up there was kind of, you know, just kind of getting loads and loads of views and stuff and likes and whatever, and then it just died a death overnight. It's weird. YouTube does the same thing as well, actually, sometimes. You have these little spikes, and I don't know what it is. You'll have like a 12-hour period where one video, for no reason, will just suddenly be watched by loads and loads of people, and then it just drops off. I don't get it. I wish I knew how it worked. It just seems really random, you know? There doesn't seem to be any kind of reason to it. Do something post is can't wait to play. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. If you have... Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I'd quite like to play that game, I have to say. I haven't played a video game in years, but that Space Marine one does look fun. It does look good. Unfortunately, I don't have any means of playing it because my Xbox is out of date now. I never upgraded it. In fact, if I don't get, you know, one of the current Xboxes, and it would be an Xbox because it wasn't an Xbox guy, that would be the first sort of console generation that I've not had one of them since I was a kid. Like starting right back at like an Atari 2600, and I've had at least one of every sort of genre. I was obsessed with video games for years, and maybe in the last 6 years I'd never really played them anymore. Just stopped. I think I got too into painting, and also you can't really play like a violent video game when you've got a 2-year-old kid in the living room, you know? So I just kind of put it on the back burner and never really got back into it again. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, that I think they'll get a load of new people into the hobby through that game. I think that game's going to do, it's doing the rounds anyway, seen it online a lot, and I think it will, even on channels that are not, more obviously video game channels and stuff. I think it will kind of maybe get a lot of new people in. A lot of people go out and buy some minis and stuff, and we'll start looking into it and finding what it all is and all that, Certainly good publicity for them. Yeah, I can't justify the money for a games console right now. So it might have to be something I miss out on for the time being. But it's fine. I've already got too much to be getting on with. I do have a Switch though. Although technically my son has a Switch. My parents bought it for him for Christmas one year, a couple of years back. He's really got into playing Minecraft. Not something I've ever played, but he's absolutely obsessed with it. Kid number 2 starts nursery in December. Wow. There you go. That seems to have gone very quickly. Game designing next battle board, yeah. He does build some. He's just turned 7, and he does build some quite intricate things in Minecraft, I have to say. He sort of really seems to have like the ability to kind of sit and concentrate and actually really build something quite intricate, But yeah, he's enjoying it. Which is nice. It's nice to see, I have to say. Being sharing that sort of stuff with him now. I'm progressively trying to finish off purchasing my worldies before she goes. Time for might pick up some commission painting when she goes, as money will be. Yeah, this is it, man. It's expensive. Kids are expensive. It's worth it, but they are expensive, and it's hard. I mean, we've really struggled. Money's a real thing. It's like, it's a constant thing, constant battle, trying to make sure we've got enough to kind of get by. Feels a little bit more like surviving rather than living at the moment at times. Not all the time. I'm not complaining. Everything's all good. It's just it's just that we're in that bit where like one of you can't work because you've got kids, and if they did work, then you'd have to pay for childcare, and childcare costs a fortune. And even if you could work and pay for the childcare, you then got like really limited hours and stuff that you can work in, because you've got to go and pick kids up and whatever, So it's just, I don't know. But it's kind of, we'll get through that, You get through it, and then you move on to the next stage in your life where that's not an issue anymore, and it's just, yeah, it's just sort of phases of life. And we were, we were kind of nearly out of that bit for, where it was going to be a bit easier, and then we decided to have another one. So, back to the beginning. But she was worth it. She's great. Are metal miniatures still available to buy new, or are they a thing of the past? I was into Warhammer 40k. There are a few of the metal ones. You'll find some of the older stuff online on their website, on the Games Workshop website still. Not many, very few and far between, and they're definitely been pretty much phased out. But the majority of them were kind of moved to a really awful sort of resin called fine cast, and so the metal was kind of phased out. But they do occasionally have metal ones still, very, very rare. But I mean, if that's your thing, if you want to get the metal stuff, all the old stuff, it's all on eBay. You can pick up pretty much anything as long as you're willing to look for it. But yeah, it's all pretty much all plastic these days. Even all the resin stuff from Forge World has been phased out, which is I can only think it's a good thing. The plastic is so much easier to work with. It's easy to paint. It's easy to build. It's just easier on every level. Metal and resin are not. The amount of prep you have to do on a resin Forge World kit before you actually get to do anything with it is ridiculous. So yeah, plastic all the way, as far as I'm concerned. Resin is your favourite, really? What, like for the Forge World resin? Oh, I just find it so much harder to work with. I mean, it's not dreadful. It's not fine cast. I mean, it's not the worst, but I'd rather build and paint a plastic kit than a plastic, especially the vehicle kits and stuff. Like they're just not easy to put together, and there's just a lot more work involved in getting to the point where you can paint it. I'm quite happy that they seem to be moving everything to plastic now. I think there'll be a load more tanks coming next year, because it looks like they're doing a full Krieg new range. I mean, it'll be like it's like they'll be doing with the Heresy stuff, where they're kind of just re-releasing all the resin tanks in plastic and stuff. So that'd be quite nice. But yeah, I'm holding out to get a Custodes Dreadnought, because I'd really like to have one. I've painted a few, but I've never actually had my own one, and I would like to paint one in my Custodes scheme, but I just can't. They're really expensive, and yeah, I'm just kind of hoping that at some point they'll release them in plastic, so I'm kind of holding out for that. The Forge World Relic. Oh yeah, I mean, don't give me. Yeah, I mean that is yeah. The Forge World, those Forge World Contemptor Dreadnoughts stuff were really nice, but the newer plastic kit is great. I think it goes together well. You get all the options in the box. You don't have to pay another 20 quid for a different gun. All that sort of stuff. It's just convenient. What chapter are you painting? Oh, this is they're called the Spectral Wolves. This is my custom chapter. Yeah, so I can show you a couple of finished guys as you sort of jumped on. So yeah, this is kind of what they look like when they're done. They still need the decals and stuff, all the markings and stuff putting on. So they are getting there. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much an hour. So I'm going to jump off. But yeah, I'm going to be attempting anyway, and I'll kind of stick some posts up at some point to, to kind of let people know. But yeah, I'm going to try and make this a regular thing on a Tuesday night. If anyone fancies coming along and having a chat and stuff, it's nice. And also this I've kind of been threatening everyone with this marine video that I'm kind of working on as well for a while, so it is coming. We went on holiday, and it's just by that other commission I was working on stuff, so it's all kind of been put on the back burner, but it is coming. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. But yeah, I'm going to jump off now. So yeah, it's nice to speak to you all, and I hope you all have a nice evening, and I will catch up with you soon. So yeah, thank you very much. See you soon. Bye.